Hello, happy Friday. Paul is the best for UK here, and welcome to today's Game of Day video. Now, today's game is on the Acorn Archimedes. This is Vicos version 3 that we're using today. Acorn Computers Limited, 1991. These guys also made the BBC Model B, I believe, and BBC Master, etc. So, easy operating system into full view. So, yep, so there was different versions of this, but this is, you can actually get a more modern version of this for the Raspberry Pi, etc, etc. So, yep, so let's go into the floppy drive and let's see what game it is today. You already know because you've already saw the title of the video. So this is Pacmania, so let's load up this one. Now I've turned on the feature to emulate floppy drive sound so you can hear what the floppy drive would sound like. So this is 1988 Namco and 1991 Denmark. So let's press Shift and D to define the keys because I don't know what the keys are. So I'm going to have, no, I'm not quite sure I'm going to have them keys. I'm going to have O for left, P for right, Q for up, A for down, space to bounce. And no, I haven't got an RTFM module installed on the emulator, so no. And yes, update the keys. Probably not such a good idea being an emulator. I'm going to say no to that. So let's start the game. So this is Namco originally from 1988. So it does actually let you choose round 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now round 1, 2, 3. Sorry, round 1, round 2, round 4. And that's it. You can't choose round 6. So that must be... It does say on it unselectable. So as you can see on the side of it, it says easy on round 1. Pac-Man's Park is medium and Sandbox Land is hard, which is like the sort of like the natural progression through the rounds anyway. So I'm guessing if you start on round 1, by the time you get to round 2, sort of like the difficulty sort of jumps to medium, and then when you get to round 4 it jumps to hard. So the best way to start for beginners, I think, would be round 1. So I'm going to do that anyway. I'm not a beginner on this game because I've played it on many other different formats, such as the ZX Spectrum, the Commodore 64. Never played this version of it, so I'm going to see how this one looks. I've never played the coin-up machine either emulated or the real thing. Okay, so this is Pacmania on the Acorn Archimedes, and wow, this is really good actually. One thing, I'm not very familiar with the Acorn Archimedes line of computers, but one thing I do notice is the sound chip is really good, and it's like, it's definitely got some good quality sounds coming from this machine. It's like quite an advanced sound chip, to be honest. So basically, just like on Pac-Man the original, you've got to go through the maze collecting all the food. I don't know if it's food, I presume it's food. These white dots you can just about see amongst, it looks like Lego bricks, doesn't it? So these power pulls can let you sort of chase after the ghosts, and they will help you like sort of navigate the maze. When there's a ghost, you can like sort of, I don't know what he actually does to the ghost, like sort of eats them and then they turn into little eyes, and then they sort of retreat to their base. So yeah, Pacmania was sort of like an isometric style enhancement of the original Pac-Man series, and it was quite favoured amongst people. I think it was quite a good game, especially the arcade machine. It was on an arcade machine, yes. The music sounds alright, doesn't it? Oh shit, sometimes you can get oh, that wasn't too good. The one good thing about this game is if you lose a life, I think just like on the original Pac-Man actually, you don't have to recollect all the food again, which would be very, very annoying. I think the programmers decided to make it a bit more easier than that, because you wouldn't want to be going through the entire maze all over again every time you get killed, would you? There seems to be more ghosts on this than the original Pac-Man game. I think the original Pac-Man game, yeah, he'd done the first level. I think the original Pac-Man game had oh, it's a multi-load game. We can add less ghosts. Oh, we've got some sort of cutscene here. It's a Pac-Man theatre. So this is a multi-load game. It's not so bad on floppy disks because multi-load games just automatically do their thing. If you was loading it from cassette, apart from the Commodore 64 with certain clever techniques, you have to sort of fast forward, rewind tapes and stuff, and with floppy disks it's not so bad, it's more seamless. So as you can see on level 2 we've got some sort of like different world here, so it's nice to know that the game has different environments depending on the level, which is a nice bit of variety touches to the game. Keeps the sort of end user sort of like more happy with his gaming experience. If you've got the same level but just a different layout every single time, you might get a bit bored, so that's what they tried to do with this game, I believe. Yep, so not a bad Pac-Man game, to be honest. It's really fun to play. And the music's excellent on the Acorn Archimedes version. Some people might say and criticise it for being a little slow, but what do you want with Pac-Man? It's Pac-Man. You don't want a slow game. You don't want a fast game with Pac-Man, do you? You want it to be nice and slow so you can navigate the mazes, etc. So we're going to get these little pulls here, or whatever they are. Some people call them pulls, but I think it's just food. So, good old Pac-Man. Do you remember him on the movie Pixels? Mixed reviews for that movie, but I thought it was quite good actually. I quite enjoyed it. And yep, so that's Pacmania on this Friday. Seems like a really good polished port of the arcade machine on the Acorn Archimedes. I might sort of try and set up these methods of setting up a fully loaded Raspberry Pi, Pi 400, you had one with the built-in keyboard, Acorn Archimedes sort of system. I need to look into doing that because my Pi 400 is not actually served as any purpose at the minute, and it'd be nice to have because Acorn Archimedes systems are really hard to find for cheap at the moment, so I might try and to convert my Pi 400 into an Acorn Archimedes retro powerhouse. I can run the latest Risk-OS, and it can also play these old Acorn games. I think the YouTuber Dan Wood did a video about that. I might be wrong on that, but I think he did. I think I watched it a while back. And yep, so that's Pacmania on the Acorn Archimedes. Very, very good example of when a port is done right and good. And one of the best versions of the game I've played actually. So I'm going to give this one 9 out of 10. Absolutely superb. So thank you for watching. Have a pleasant Friday evening. See you in Saturday's video.